Hello everybody, and this is set 3 of CJ versus KTF, Savior versus Luxury. In the last game, I remarked upon how similar effort reminded me of Savior, how much he reminded me of Savior, and certainly, his Zerg versus Protoss was right on top. He had the perfect, strategy just to pick off the Reavers, sight them with his burrowed units, and then pick them off, and then go in for the kill. Great instinct, just like Savior has. And here we're seeing the true Majayun here coming out, and he is going to be facing Luxury, a very, very, very strong Zerg player, and both are very good against Zerg. Luxury is, I would say right now, I mean, not necessarily right now, but a few months ago I said he was the second best Zerg out there, and second best against Zerg, also next to, of course, the great Jaedong. He's over 65% against Zerg, I believe. Savior is about 50-something% against Zerg, I think around 55, but he certainly
58.
has got 58. Okay, so he has certainly gone to finals and won finals in his ZVZ play. And I think that's one of the things, like I've said before, it's one of the last things you lose as you decline. Not to say that Savior's declined that much, but Savior is the yellow Zerg at the upper left, and Luxury is the brown Zerg at the right side. This is Rush Hour 3.
You gotta admit, he has declined that much. Maybe he's back up now, but I mean, when you go back to the minor leagues, you have gone down that much. The B team, man, is as bad as being in the minor leagues. It's AAA. You don't. I mean, it's like toss girls on it because she's pretty. That's about it. That's why Savior was on it. It was like honorable mention. Hey, I'm Savior. You're gonna keep me on the payroll for a little while longer, right? Just so I keep getting some fans coming for you.
So anyway. Underwear.
Gross.
Watching much as the grandpa tosses underwear.
Oh, Grandpa stains on his underwear too, I'm sure. All right, that's disgusting. Anyway, looks like both players scouting the right direction right off the bat, which is certainly something to mention. It is important. They're both going for the same build. It looked like a 9 pool. Yeah, 9 pool. So we're going to see some fast action. Of course, we always see fast action on ZVZs. And it's going to be exciting stuff here. A little similar timing, a Luxury a little bit quicker on his extractor going up, but that's really not going to make that big of a difference. And we're going to have to see who has the better play. Savior is in a good position to move his larva to the left and take a little bit of time off the amount spent between the larva transferring from his hatchery to the mineral line, so we'll see if he does that at all. Luxury does not have that advantage, so something that Savior actually has on Luxury at this point. Luxury, of course, a great ZVZ player, like you said. Going to be very exciting to see if he can, what he can pull out of his hat this time. I love Zerg on Zerg action, man. It's really exciting stuff. And looks like we got 3 links popping out right off the bat for probably both players, considering it is a 9 pool. And see who can get control first.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Zergling Micro, and Savior is very, very strong at that, but so is Luxury. And who decides to go for speed and who guys, yeah, both decide to go for Lair. That is the correct move, generally, unless there's something really weird going on. Your opponent's going for some weird, like, 12 hatch, or even then you want to go for Lair first. But basically you want to go for Lair first if you go 9 pool ZVZ. And here we're going to see Zergling fights in the middle, and especially if your opponent goes 9 pool, you have to then. But although neither of them know this, there's really no reason for them to know it just yet, because neither of them has gotten to the other one's base. We're seeing Savior move some of his lings up north. Meanwhile, Luxury's kept his around his base, and both of them are continuing to mine gas here. I think both of them have built one more drone. I don't think either has built any more Zerglings, so it's still 6 on 6 here. Nope, Savior has built 2 more, so Savior has 8. And that might just be something as tiny as that might make a difference in the next confrontation if Savior moves in. And looks like Savior will be moving towards Luxury's base. He probably, once he sees this concave, he's going to know he's up 2 lings, and he might be able to get an attack off.
Yeah, and more importantly, if he can break that little concave and start hitting some drones up, he's going to be really in a good position to take a little bit of a lead in this match, because most people know that you lose a couple of drones in ZVC and you can be way behind. Every drone counts. You have only a few in a ZVZ match because you dedicate your larva to attacking units in general. So what do you do when you lose a drone? Generally, you don't even bother replacing it unless it's dire. So if he can do that, and he has the capability and the slight advantage at this point to do that, but on the other hand, What the heck is he doing? He's putting a hatchery in the back area. That's an interesting position for a hatchery. Kind of hiding it a little bit. And Savior has not committed yet, and at this point, Luxury has caught up in link count, so I don't think that Savior's going to be able to do much of anything. I would imagine at this point he's producing some drones or something, because, well, no, he's probably making more links. But at this point, he's not going to be able to get up, and both players going down for the putting down the second hatchery as well. So a perfect mirror build right here. And Savior going to test his boundaries. No, maybe not. Maybe not. No. No, yeah. Yeah, no. No. No.
No. Oh, Savior. Look at Savior.
Wow.
He gets one of them wounded and picks off that wounded one. Just little things like that. That's why he's Savior. Oh, Savior might go for that little. Oh no! This time it's one down for each. I mean, these little battles, they're so critical. Savior looks like, oh, he's gonna try to break up the ramp. I don't think it's gonna work though. No, he comes out with a disadvantage.
Oh.
No, Savior, bad. Those differences of 3 links could make a huge difference now, because now Luxury has the luxury of moving in with a couple of ground forces, maybe getting a snipe off, and Savior's going to pick them off with his mutas, hence making them more vulnerable. All sorts of bad things happening from a tiny deviation. Of course, they are absolutely mirrors still, I think, to everything. I don't think they've made anything different from one another. I think every single larva has been built exactly the same for both players. So, tiny differences in micro will determine the game, and Savior now getting one of his Overlords attacked. I think it might go down, in fact, and that would be really bad. It looks like it will go down, so that is another difference that's going to come out. Savior, putting down a creep colony, actually. He's going to need a Morphous Sunken, it seems, and this is compounding the difference in these two players right now, and looks like he's going to try to focus down on Overlord too, but Luxury might get a good hit off on his Mulus. Looks like he comes in to save it, and Overlord gets saved.
Oh, man, that was close. If he could have pulled that off, he would have evened it back up. Oh, I think he got it. He did get it. So he did manage to even it up a little bit. But, Savior going to lose some drones.
Go down. Oh, no.
1. No drones have gone down at all.
2.
Two drones. 2 drones.
3. Oh, man, 3 drones. Oh,
huge,
Savior.
Huge.
Oh,
Savior in a lot of trouble at this point.
Yeah.
And Luxury perfectly microing around those Scourge, so completely useless for Savior at this point, and that means that he most likely has a lower muta count, which he obviously does, and already, man, that right there is enough to say GG.
That is GG right now. Savior, he knows it's not yet 2009. This was played on December 30th, so he doesn't have to destroy everyone yet. Guys, don't worry. He has 2 days to improve his play to be able to destroy people like Luxury.
Coming down to the wire.
I fully expect him to. Yeah. Coming down to the wire to get better, that's right. But he's just sandbagging us, I believe. In reality, he is totally ready to become the new Jaedong. He is hustling the world, yeah. I mean, he didn't need to actually lose anything, yeah. No, but Luxury obviously playing very well. Savior, just that little slip with the Zerglings, man, cost him 3 drones, and 3 drones is enough. And look at this, Zerglings out for Luxury, and no Zerglings out for Savior. Savior in big trouble once again. Both players killing off the Scourge, but I think Savior is just lower on the Mutalist count, and yeah, he is going to lose all of his mutas here. Nothing Savior can do. He can, he has to fight now, and all the mutas go down. Meanwhile, I think still 4 more left for Luxury.
Oh, so far ahead at this point. All we're waiting for is GG at this point, which is bound to come right now. GG, Luxury, one of my favorite players, actually, doing a great job to move on once again. Well, not move on, but winning the game to move his team on, up 1 position anyway, in the match. So what is that, set 3? 2-1 KTF for CJ? Not bad at all by Luxury. So now he's going to move it on to a 4th set. And GG.
Thanks for watching, guys. And by the way, for those of you who were wondering, Savior actually has a better record than Luxury this season. Savior right now is 6-4 after this game. Luxury only 8-10. So actually, Savior is not doing terribly. Luxury, on the hand, is slumping a bit. So I'm glad to see he manages to pick up a win. All right, thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in set 4.